I see! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
Maki, can you take care of chat, please?
What's up?
Just delete the message.
That's
Yep, gotcha.
He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
There's spam in the chat is all.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
You think so too, right, Hajime?
Oh my god.
That's right. Byakuya probably knew there was a possibility that the murder could occur. Okay, so that's the murder threat.
I can prove it with this. Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Be careful, the first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone.
Hey,
Hey,
the
what?
hell is this?
I forgot I don't have to do voices.
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage. It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies.
It doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter. What do you mean? By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act. But the letter might have been just a little prank. As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see. A strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
Killer. Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us, who's the one that killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they
Yeah,
never would have
Mai.
committed a murder in the first
Yeah.
place.
But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya? There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
Glow in the dark. The killer was able to get to the knife from under the table with his hands, glowing paint.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Can't figure out how to delete the comment, I'm sorry.
What was that?
I can't figure out how to delete the comment, I'm sorry.
It's no problem. I can't really figure it out either. I don't know why it's not deleting.
Yeah.
It's just a spam message, so it's not really
Yeah,
the end of
it's
the
fine,
world.
it's fine.
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark. Which means whoever set up the blackout killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker. Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
I am not the killer.
Oh.
Are they the only two who wears glasses?
How can you believe her so easily?
Actually, yes. On this.
Oh, damn.
Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko was the one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happened? After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. If we call the weak spots you've seen up until now argue spots, the blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. When shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please try the truth bullets that prove the other testimony is correct. When the truth bullets merge with their weakness, it will become a logically sounding agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. Well, I'm guessing since you're telling me this now that I have to agree. Okay. I just have to do left mouse again, right?
Since Peko was in the office.
1 second. What was their accounts again? Chiaki's account was that someone might have come under the floorboards. Teru's account. Fuck, what did he say?
He was saying basically it was really dark everywhere, so it would be hard to see.
What was the other one? Nekomaru's account. The bathroom.
She could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before
Bathroom.
the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, she had. Oh, that's who was in the bathroom. Okay. That makes sense, actually.
Clearly a desperate excuse.
Just from listening to Pekka's testimony, it's not weird to doubt her, but I feel like I spoke to someone during the investigation who totally backs up his testimony. I got it.
Peko was in the office. She could have caused the.
That's impossible.
Huh? What?
Because I was not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
I agree with that!
No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
And it's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started, and it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
Except for Teru, who was in the kitchen.
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
I guess that would be... true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
There's no way
I
she'd
didn't want to
actually
tell
say
you I
that.
was
Gosh,
taking
you
a
are
shit.
so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt.
Thank you.
It's shit.
Nekomaru, what is your obsession with shit? That's like all you ever talk about.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a
They're
shit.
looking at when I'm not here because if I was
you
there,
guys
I
taught
would
any
be
basic
so.
manners?
I'd
Or
be
you
like,
raised
yeah,
in a
I was in the
locker
bathroom.
room?
I was taking a shit. I'm lactose intolerant. They don't have lactose-free things here.
Like, you want to go sniff it? You want to go sniff it? The lactose
You wanna go
shits?
see? You wanna go see? It's rough. It's rough, buddy.
I'm sure it smells.
I'm sure it's rough.
How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't
No,
worry.
it's okay,
The smell
everybody
wasn't
poops.
that strong.
It's alright.
I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
Lactose
As soon
intolerance.
as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
I wonder why.
Hey,
I wonder if that's
How
important.
did it feel to do your business in the dark?
But
Did you get excited?
Shut the fuck up.
Seriously, stop it.
Please be the guilty party. Please be the guilty party.
Still,
I'll kill you.
your stomach pain.
Please be
Is
the
it
killer.
really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense.
You're all out of your element. None of you are detectives, unless Hajime is.
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
The question is whether Pecco's stomachache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. Okay.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it, you brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
Well, if it was laxative, wouldn't everyone be suffering? Because there was more than one person that ate.
I didn't think that was right. I just didn't know what else to do.
Crap!
Okay.
Okay.
Did you
I
eat
think it might
anything
be the
weird?
Laxatives would
party-
ruin the taste.
I don't
No,
remember eating anything weird.
no.
Now that you
I think you're
mention
right.
it,
As party dishes.
It's
you
just
brought
the
food to
other,
the office, right?
weak
Yeah.
spot, you think?
Just a little bit
Yeah.
from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
No, that's wrong.
Because more than one person ate it.
That's true.
No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it
Oh
too.
my god, I'm so smart.
Damn, Mahi. You're remembering things I don't remember.
Pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well. I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go
Yeah.
making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene. Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Cease this bickering.
Chill out.
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout. Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
Why?
Trashy skank?
As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it clear how the blackout occurred. The AC.
The irons.
The irons in the AC. The overload. Irons in storage room. Okay, that's the only one that makes sense. Got it.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Irons in the storage room.
Control?
No, those are blue. Those are blue spots.
They have blue spots.
Probably messed with the breaker.
Yeah.
does not
Those are all
have
blue
to be the
spots. Those
breaker.
are gray spots. Irons in the storage room
They
doesn't.
may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
There it is. What?
What?
But that's what happened.
Crap!
But you just said. Okay, should I have waited? I should have waited.
Who tripped the breaker
Probably.
and how did they? If you can't answer that, did they throw a?
Maybe they used a remote.
Probably.
It does not have to be. They may have tampered with the.
Or maybe they caused a power surge?
Okay, there. Okay, I should have
There it
waited.
is.
I should have
I
waited.
agree with that.
The drama.
It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge. Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally.
We took pauses. Someone caused it intentionally.
You know, I'm just gonna
Which
say
is
this.
why those
It's kind
three
of.
irons were
What a fucking
arranged to cause the
protagonist.
blackout.
I know.
When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Okay, AC timer. I think that's the next point. He's gonna be like, how do you time it?
Second, let me speak too!
God damn it.
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
Okay, fuck it. AC timer, right?
Yeah, it has to be.
It's gotta be.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout,
fuck, I just forgot.
killer to turn the irons
I forgot the
on.
buttons.
You're saying they went all the way to this, and that means everyone who was in the when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
People in the dining hall weren't able to cause.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? Then that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
Got it. Right? What? I thought that was what I had to do.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room?
No.
That means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
Wrong.
No, just because
That's what I did last time. I just wasn't fast enough.
doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout,
Allow me to cut through those words.
Hell yeah. I hate that part.
Irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
the air conditioners!
Dude, calm down.
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham-Hams died around that time too!
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see. I understand. Indubitably.
All right, bro.
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Indubitably.
The energy usage. They probably asked Monokuma about it. Dun dun dun! Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet!
Damn.
I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office.
What are you thinking, Mahi?
I don't know.
If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry, because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
Huh?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all.
Nagito?
In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Bro, you're acting weird.
Nagito? What happened to you? Huh?
It's Nagito.
What do you mean? Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us. Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred.
Detail.
But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioner. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Unfortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the kill.
There's a few.
That might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer. You're changing your story again? Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
You mean just give up?
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito?
There's definitely something wrong with you. You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is.
Do you just want to die? Is that it? Are you just suicidal?
I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends. I don't want to do this either.
Me too. Please, take me home already. I want to go home and eat candy.
Stop it.
Me.
If everyone acts like this,
Everyone calm down. We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another. Then why did Byakuya die? Who cares? Let's just give up already.
Dude.
There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong. I think.
Did you say something?
Cause we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
Can you just whisper that?
You know who the killer
Clue you say.
The killer?
I know.
I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They used glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before? Is she asking how the killer got close to that table? Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint in order to do that, they needed to get close to that table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. My hero's diagram might be useful here.
the diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right?
So they're all gonna sus Nagito.
Here it is.
Just as I thought, this diagram is the clue. Who the killer is and how they were able to move to the table in the dark? It's clearly shown in this diagram. First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to move to that table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark. The lamp? The lamp?
Here! The killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
Aren't they under the floorboards? Of course there's no way they used the desk lamp's light. The killer actually used...
Power cord.
I can prove it with this. They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person.
Maybe we're thinking about this too critically. Maybe Nagito was planning a murder and someone else got to it first. And that's why there's a knife and the iron skewer. Because here's the thing, we've always been considering one suspect, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. The only person here who could possibly done it.
It's Hajime, myself.
Pretty sure they want me to blame Nagito, right?
I feel like it.
You're the only one! Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging
my
from
only
everyone's
friend.
positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
Cause he clean.
Nagito's chance to hide the knife under the table was... Well, I know he was cleaning.
I see! Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Oh, then that would be his luck triggering when he pulled the straw, huh?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
To be honest, I already prepared a drawing because I assumed something like this would happen. To go to the trouble of preparing this, just what did you think would happen? Whoever draws the chopstick with the red mark on it will be in charge of cleaning, okay? Does that sound fair?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
But there's still so much evidence we need to go through. I think there's more to it.
That strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already!
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something!
Oh.
Oh.
It's a Choco situation.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! How wonderful! How beautiful it is!
I've heard that sound on TikTok! I didn't know it was from this. Those eyes. At that moment, Nagito's eyes. The darkness in his eyes shone brightly as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along.
Huh.
I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. But with the twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
What if someone was trying to kill Nagito? When he went under the table. And when they poked up the skewer with the underneath the floorboards, they were trying to aim for him. Because of this, because something's wrong with him, and someone knows it.
Oh no.
I'm still not convinced he killed Byakuya, because he just admitted he did the AC thing, right? He admitted that he hid the knife. He admitted this, he admitted that. But first of all, there's a lot of evidence we haven't talked about, and he did not say he killed Byakuya. That's one thing he didn't admit to, right? Or maybe he'll admit it in a second. I don't know. I just don't buy it.
I don't know.
Lie? That's outrageous. There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless.
Bruh?
I'm too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. Too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
This guy, is he Is he the real Nagito?
Hey, Nagito. If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?